Biohacking, longevity, anti-aging, reversing your biological age. In this video, I will give you a little bit insights about things that you probably didn't know, okay? So I will talk about Russia, street USA, street the rest of the world regarding biohacking, okay? And tools we have to reverse our biological age, okay? Not even age, but our organs, okay? So penile tissue, heart, brain, all these kind of things, okay? I will tell you, okay, who is probably the best, and this is not like I like Russia versus I don't like USA, okay? But let's tell the truth, who has really big inputs in biohacking, longevity, and so on, okay? Because this is how I started, okay? So I started with adaptogens, okay? I will also talk about adaptogens, and the strongest research was in Russia, okay? So I also read a lot about universities in Russia that are doing really specific research on many things, okay? So probably it's not even good to put this in video, okay? But I will talk about right now what is the medicine 3.0, okay? And what tools you have to reverse your age, improve your organs, improve your life. So let's start with the video, okay? So let's start with bioregulators, okay? So peptides bioregulators, okay? You need to understand that bioregulators, it's not a new thing like some of the peptides, okay? It's typical peptides, okay? I will explain later on, okay? These bioregulators originated in the USSR, okay, so in Russia, okay, in the 70s, 90s, okay, and the most important guy behind this was Professor Kavinson, St. Petersburg Institute of Bioregulation and Gerontology, okay, so yeah, they do this research for military, astronauts, nuclear workers, okay, so many of these Epitalon type short peptides, tetrapeptides, okay, really short peptides, have been extracted from animal organs, okay, so Russia still manufactured the originals, okay, so these peptides mimics endogenous organ-specific peptides that regulates gene expression, okay, so Russia is the birthplace of bioregulators, okay, so and the biggest thing that I love about bioregulators compared to peptides like TB500 and all these kind of things is especially Kavinson peptides or bioregulators have 40 years of research, okay, so hundreds of studies, okay, human trials, long-term safety proven, decades, okay, they have been used in military, cosmonauts, hospitals, anti-aging institutes, okay, so we are talking about really high safety profile, okay, so let's jump to the new thing, okay, peptides. Modern peptides like BPC157, TB500, MOTS-C, SS31, and so on, okay. These are mostly not from the Russia, okay. So the most well-studied one, or the one with the highest safety profile, is coming from Croatia, okay. I also contacted the guys that been behind this research of BPC157. They are not even manufacturing this peptide by themselves, okay? Even the company that is owning the patent, they are not producing anything right now, okay? So right now, I think you have only some type of rip-off of these, because this patent is held by a company that is not even producing these peptides. But generally, I think BPC157 has the highest safety profile. Okay, you really need to look at the test from the company that sells these peptides, okay, I already talked about Janoschig and so on. Ask always about, certificates for the peptides, okay, so BPC157, Croatia, okay, discovered from gastric juice peptide, okay, TB500, okay, US research origins. With TB500 I have some concerns because I think it can really help to speed up cancer progressions, okay. MOTS-C is UCLA mitochondrial research in USA, SS31 USA, Dr. Seto, Dr. Schiller, Cornell, okay. Tesamorelin, Canada, okay. Ipamorelin, Denmark, Canada, melanotan, USA, University of Arizona, okay. So most of these peptides, like you have seen, are coming from USA. The one with highest safety profile is coming from Croatia, but I think the patent is right now by a company that is in Slovenia. Okay, so yeah, another thing, big thing. Many guys probably are using these nootropics. Okay, so again, bioregulators, Russia, nootropics, Russia. Okay, so I tried some of them. I don't know how many you tried. Okay, we are talking also about synthetic adaptogens. Okay, most of you probably know bromantane. Okay, so bromantane right now is out of the market. There is one Polish company that is producing bromantane. Okay, if you need, contact help with protocols and so on, you will find a link for a coaching, okay, under this video. Okay, so let's talk about most classical nootropics, okay. Noopept, Russia, okay. Phenylpiracetam, Russia. Semangs, Selang, bromantane, okay. Picamilan combination GABA plus niacin, Russia, okay. Adaptol, Latvia, Russia, okay. Phenibat, USSR aerospace program, okay, Russia, okay. Maxidol, Russia. Some of the guys I was working with, they are using, for example, Maxidol, Picamilan, okay, Phenibut, okay. Russia invested in CNS optimization, anti-stress, anti-fatigue, cognitive enhancers, and anti-radiation compounds for cosmonaut and soldiers. Also, adaptogens have been used by athletes, for example, okay. China Olympic team, for example, they've been using cordyceps, okay, energy, and so on, okay. Also Russia, the most interesting part was cosmonaut, so space research and soldiers, okay. So right now I don't remember the one like medication was used by Russia soldiers when they been placed in higher altitude, so they don't get heart problems, okay. Right now I don't know, many MMA fighters have been using this medication, okay. You can buy this medication almost in every Russia speaking countries, okay. So yeah, okay. And like I said, space medicine, military performance medicine, stress resilience pharmacology, okay. So it was main research for Russian things, okay. So also let's talk about other things, okay. Let's talk about medicine 3.0. Also let's talk about adaptogens, okay. So adaptogens have been forgotten, okay, but I generally think adaptogens are really interesting even right now, okay. So they look old-fashioned, but they are not by any means old-fashioned, okay. So these are very good. Honestly, I'm not the one that only say, yeah, do peptides. Look, even food can have a really big impact, for example, yeah. So if I want to have like a high folate, I don't need to take pills, okay. If I want to have high folate, I can just supplement with organic lemon pills, okay. So and I do the blood test, okay, and I have really high folate, okay. So for some other things you have like supplements, okay. So B vitamins are extremely crucial, okay? You will not replace B vitamins with something different, okay? And nutritional deficiencies are also important. You can take peptides, you can take TRT, steroids, anything, but for example, if you are nutritionally deficient, you will have a problem. You need D, A, K, E, you need B vitamins, okay? Vitamin C, okay? So, glutathione, okay? So, fix this, okay? And on top of that, you can use peptides, bioregulators, okay? Also adaptogens, okay? So, my personal favorite was Rhodiola rosea, okay? It increased ATP efficiency, okay? So reduce stress-induced cortisol, but I think it's more like balancing effect. It's not like ashwagandha that blunting your cortisol sometimes too much, but it's more like balancing cortisol. I try ashwagandha, I don't like it. If someone has different opinion, it's okay, but I don't like ashwagandha at all, okay? So I would rather do Rhodiola rosea, okay? So it improves fatigue, can last you longer, okay? So improve erectile rigidity under the stress, improves VO2 max, okay? So it can help you utilize oxygen. So you will get more from the even less oxygen, okay? So best for dopaminergic tone, but can also increase serotonin, okay? So fatigue, okay, flatness under stress, adrenal stabilization, okay? So I really like this one, okay? I took at that time, it was like 15 years ago, I took one Scandinavian product, very well known at that time. Right now, I think it does not exist, but it was very well known research Scandinavian product, okay? This company was really big at the time, okay? Shisandra shinensis, okay, so great for erections, great from lowering prolactin, okay? So can have some mild 5-alpha reductase inhibition, okay? Improves mitochondrial antioxidative enzymes, boosts hepatic detox pathways, okay? It's really great for sports, endurance, liver support, erection vascular support. It increases nitric oxide synthase in endothelium, okay? So another thing is eleuthero, okay, or Siberian ginseng, okay? So I'm not a big fan of red ginseng because it can have negative effect on 5-alpha reductase, but eleuthero is something different, okay? So it normalizes HPA axis, improve insulin sensitivity, work capacity in exhausted athletes, okay? So strong Soviet data in soldiers and cosmonaut, okay? So also for Shisandra, I think that even guys with sedentary lifestyle, they improve their athletic performance just by taking Shisandra, okay? So it's crazy, guys, okay? So don't underestimate herbals, but also be careful, okay? Because always the difference is the dose, okay? They need to be cycled, okay? You really need to know how to use them. If you need my help on that, I studied first adaptogens probably 15 years ago already, okay? So under this video, you will find a link for the coaching, okay? Ashwagandha, for some guys, beneficial, okay? Because it lowers cortisol, okay? So probably the most important thing is like lowering cortisol. Yeah, there are many big claims about testosterone, guys, like 10 to 20% is nothing, okay? You have like 200, 20% is like what, 40 nanograms per deciliter. It will not save you, okay? There are many other natural compounds that have like up to 100, 200% increase, okay? I work with guys to like increase testosterone naturally, and some of them do naturally like 200 percent plus, okay? So it's nothing compared to ashwagandha, like 20%, okay? Not even Tonkat Ali, okay, can boost testosterone like this, yeah? So Yeah, reishi, for many things good. What I don't like about the reishi is blocking 5-alpha reductase enzyme, but it's really great, for immunomodulation. I'm not telling reishi is useless. It's really a great thing, but you need to be worried about 5-alpha reductase blocking effect. Okay, cordyceps, again, my favorite one, used by, I think, Chinese Olympic team. It increases ATP. Okay, so if you are talking about all these right now hypes, all these peptides for mitochondria, cordyceps, guys. Okay, so you really need to have a high quality and you really need to know how to use it. Okay, so it increases ATP, testosterone. Okay, really great impact on testosterone, but not only cordyceps. You have also other mushrooms that have really great impact. Okay, I have few of them in my supplement box. Okay, I use these raw mushrooms. Okay, for like testosterone, boosting adenosine. Okay, so adenosine, if you, for example, if your nitric oxide is not utilizing at best, okay, you can have other pathways like adenosine. Okay, it also improves blood flows, for example. Okay, so, and also cordyceps erections via ATP. Without ATP, you have no testosterone. Okay, all these kind of things. Okay, so yeah, creatine can also increase ATP, but with creatine you can have many like side effects. Okay, so my go-to is, for example, cordyceps. Okay, so medicine 3.0. Okay, this is beyond peptides, bioregulators. Okay, we have mitochondrial medicine. Okay, so it's really relevant, like for long COVID. Okay, for guys with PSSD, PFS. Many medication can cause mitochondrial toxicity. Okay, even SSRIs I talk about a lot. Okay, so this is really, really, really helpful. Okay, we are talking about methylene blue here. You really need to be careful because it can also block nitric oxide. Okay, urolithin A. Okay, I'm more like a guy that eat pomegranates. I have a lot of pomegranates behind me. I do juicing. Okay, so I respond really good to just pomegranates. Okay, so NAD plus precursor, this need to be done really carefully, don't overdo. Okay, we have really great compounds with long-term safety records. Okay, coenzyme Q10, PQQ. The first time when I was rebuilding my mitochondrial system, because I did a lot of bullshit when I was younger. Okay, so my heart was affected, and I did at the time when I was also doing adaptogens. Okay, maybe like 15 years ago already. 15 years ago, but mostly only doctors knew about coenzyme Q10, PQQ. There have been many like research studies on that. Okay, so coenzyme Q10 is not so innocent. You really need to be careful. Okay, how you dosage coenzyme Q10. Okay, but it's extremely great thing for many things. Okay, so but the dosage is extremely important. Okay, and the quality, of course. Yeah, so non-peptides mitochondrial therapeutics. Okay, like PQQ, coenzyme Q10, NAD plus precursor. Okay, I'm not a big fan of NMN because you are just wasting money. There are much better things. Yeah, if you want to know, contact me for coaching. Okay, we are talking about AKG, we are talking about other things like R-ALA. Okay, so these are all things that affect cell energy plus aging pathways. Okay, you need to understand that mitochondria are the most crucial things for everything. Okay, so yeah, then we have senolytics. It's clearing damaged senescent cells. Okay, so this can be also really big part of this fisetin. Fisetin, naturally you have high amounts in strawberries. Okay, then we have quercetin, dasatinib. Okay, I'm not a big fan of high dose quercetin, even of high dose AGCG, okay, so because they have both 5-alpha reductase inhibition effect, okay. Apigenin, like it, okay, it's really good thing, but most likely I prefer natural sources. It's really hard to get enough from natural sources, like from parsley, chamomile, you know, tea and so on, okay, but you can do it anyway, okay. Even teas, herbal teas, are extremely beneficial, okay. So like I said, don't underestimate herbs. There are many wonderful herbs, okay. They really help with life quality, okay, anti-aging, cancer, all these kind of things, okay. Proven guys, yeah. Okay, epigenetic modulators, okay, non-peptide versions, okay. So DNA cleaning, androgen receptors methylation, 5-alpha reductase. You have things like, you know, butyrate boosters, okay. So even if you do like butyrates directly, don't do it for a long time. Try to rather modify your microbiome for butyrates, okay, to increase butyrates, okay. The one thing is like ketones, okay. So epigenetic modulator, you need enough methyl donors, okay. So you need to have a methyl donor balance, okay. So improve methylation, okay, if you want to improve your health, okay, because methylation, for example, can decrease estrogen dominance, okay. So yeah, also I talk about AKG, okay, TET enzyme activation, DNA demethylation. AKG you need to take for some time in order to have an effect. You need to also take the right one, okay. You have different types of AKG, okay. So neurosteroids and GABA rebound agents, okay, without using peptides or hormones, okay, again, pregnenolone, DHEA, PEA, okay, magnesium, L-theanine, there are really great compounds, okay, and pretty useful. L-theanine is also useful if you have these anaphylactic shocks, okay, so I think also for histamine, yeah. Be careful with dosing, especially for pregnenolone, DHEA, okay. So PEA can also increase allopregnenolone. It's really great if you want to have a great mood, okay, because it's also regulate GABA. So, but it takes some time, okay. I will not lie to you, it takes few months, okay, to see the effect. PEA is also great for inflammation, okay, especially in gut, okay. So also you have endothelial regeneration compound because you want to have a healthy heart, okay. So for everything, like if you have endothelial 1 dominance, long COVID microclots, Peyronie, it's like curvature and fibrotic tissue in your penile tissue, venous leakage. Great things like Glynac, taurine, citrulline, agmantin, okay, pycnogenol, yeah. And also we have neurogenerative nootropics, okay. There is lion's mane. Honestly, I don't like lion's mane a lot, okay, so I will probably stay away. Alpha GPC, okay, uridine monophosphate, and yeah. Then we also have immunometabolic modulators, okay, astragalus, colostrum, lactoferrin, kestose, okay, boswellia, glycine, okay. So guys, that's it. I try to put a little bit knowledge about medicine 3.0 and comment for algorithm and give me some love. Bye.